どよめききらめきと君もどうでもいいような夜だけど二人刻もう
Hannah Arendt, 1906 to 1975, was a German-American political theorist and philosopher. She was born into a Jewish family in Hanover, Germany. Arendt studied philosophy at the University of Marburg under Martin Heidegger, with whom she had a brief but significant romantic relationship, and later at the University of Heidelberg under Karl Jaspers, whose influence on her was profound. Arendt fled Germany in 1933 due to the rise of the Nazi regime. After moving through several countries, she eventually settled in the United States in 1941. She worked for various Jewish organizations before becoming an academic. In the United States, she became a significant figure in New York intellectual circles and held positions at several prestigious universities. One of Arendt's most influential works is The Origins of Totalitarianism, 1951, in which she traces the roots of Stalinist communism and Nazi fascism to anti-Semitism and imperialism in the 19th and early 20th centuries. She argued that totalitarian regimes, unlike dictatorships, sought to dominate every aspect of everyone's life as a characteristic of their ideology. Her book, The Human Condition, 1958, is considered a seminal work on political theory. In this work, Arendt distinguishes between three fundamental human activities: labor, work, and action. She argues that action, the public and political act of free speech and debate, is the highest and most human activity because it is in action that people assert their distinctiveness as individuals within a community. In 1963, Arendt published Eichmann in Jerusalem, a report on the banality of evil, based on her coverage of the trial of Adolf Eichmann, a Nazi SS officer who played a key role in the Holocaust. The book is famous for her concept of the banality of evil, by which she meant the way in which ordinary people can commit terrible acts without malice, simply by following orders or obeying a regime. This work was highly controversial, particularly among Jewish readers, because Arendt was critical of the way some Jewish leaders behaved during the Nazi period, and because of her portrayal of Eichmann as a rather bland bureaucrat, rather than a monster. Arendt's last major work was The Life of the Mind, a 2-volume book on thinking and willing. Unfortunately, Arendt died before completing the third part of the book, which was to be about judging. Throughout her life, Arendt was deeply concerned with questions of power, authority, and totalitarianism, and she sought to understand how politics could be reinvigorated as a positive force for freedom and public good, rather than a mere mechanism of control. Arendt's work remains influential in various fields, including political theory, philosophy, and history, and her writings continue to be widely read and studied for their incisive analysis of power, politics, and human nature.